Hi, everybody. This is Mamdouh Al-Asqalani. I'm an assistant professor in the faculty of Al Saud King Salman International University. And I'm recording this video to talk about the jointed letters in the Quran. As you know, Holy Quran is one of the ancient manuscripts, and it is full of secrets. One of the secrets is the disjointed letters. In Quran, we have 114 chapters. 29 chapters of these 114 chapters starts with disjointed letters. Like, for example, Alif, Lam, Mim, Ha, Mim, Ain, Sin, Qaf. All these letters to the day they are meaningless. There have been many attempts to interpret these letters, but to no avail. Recently, I've conducted a research in this area, and results are promising. I found out that each letter got a meaning. They are actually initials of some words. And they are in front of us the whole time, but we need just to read it with we need just to focus while reading them. We need just to contemplate on these verses. So I'm gonna now share with you my ideas. We'll start with chapter 42, Surah Ash-Shura. Surah Ash-Shura opens with 5 letters. 5 letters will be Ha, Mim, Ain, Sin, Qaf. Let's check it right now. As you can see, the surah starts with Hamim. This is the first verse. And then second verse, it is Ain, Sin, Qaf. So we have 5 letters. Today we'll be focusing on these 3, Ain, Sin, Qaf. The immediately following verse, verse number 3, it is saying that this is the way that we send inspiration to thee. By thee here we mean Prophet Muhammad. So God is saying that this is the way we send inspiration to you, Muhammad, and to all prophets before you. So God is clearly saying to everybody that these letters, Ain, Sin, Qaf, these 3 letters are the 3 ways that God used to send revelations or to inspire prophets. If we moved on until we reach verse 51, verse 51 is saying that it is not fitting for a man that Allah should speak to him except by. God cannot speak to a human being except by 3 ways. Only 3 ways God will be talking to a person, to a human being. First one, it is through inspiration. The second, it is from behind the veil. And the third, it is by sending a messenger to reveal with Allah's permission what Allah wills. So there are only 3 ways that God can communicate with a human being. First is inspiration, the second it is behind the veil, and the third it is by sending a messenger. Let's consider each one. And these, if you notice, these 3 parallel the 3 letters above. How is that? It is easy. If you consider this inspiration, if God inspires you with some ideas, how would you receive this inspiration? God is just inspiring you or just sending some ideas to you. Of course, if you're receiving inspiration or ideas from God directly, you will be receiving through the mind, through your brain. And this in Arabic, it is called aql. Aql. Aql, it is starting with the initial ain, this ain letter, and it is the first letter in verse 2, ain. So ain, it is the initial, this letter ain is initial of the word aql, and aql, it is translated into mind. So this is how man will receive inspiration. The second case, the second way God will be communicating with a person, it is through talking to him from behind a veil. So, from behind a veil, the person cannot see God, yet he can hear his God. So, it is from behind the veil. And by the way, this is the way God used with Moses. Moses actually talked to God on Altor Mountain. He cannot see his God because God is talking from behind the veil, but he still can hear God. So he is just receiving inspiration directly through his ears, because he can't see his God, yet he still can hear God. So this is the ears, and ears, it is the faculty of listening. How you're listening, and if you're listening, if you're using this, if you're using ears, so you're listening. So, and this listening, it is translated into Arabic as sama. This is listening, sama, listening. And sama, as you can see, starts with the letter sin, sama, sin, letter sin, and this is the second letter. So the first letter, ain, refers to mind, as God will be communicating through inspiration. The second letter is sin, initial of sama, which is done through ears. You're listening through ears, sama. Let's check the third one. It is sending a messenger to reveal something to the prophet. So in this case, this is done with Prophet Muhammad. This is a case of Prophet Muhammad. As God sends to him the Spirit, God sends the Spirit to Muhammad to just deliver the revelation. So, when God sends a messenger to the prophet, like the angel, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, this Spirit will be this Spirit will be tackling the heart of the prophet. How do we know this? Let's check Surah Al-Baqarah. This is the first chapter in Quran, verse 97. It says, whoever is enemy to Gabriel, he brings down the revelation to thy heart. As you can see, it brings the revelation to thy heart, to Prophet Muhammad's heart. So Gabriel, it is just tackling the heart of Muhammad. It is heart. Okay, let's check also Ashura, Surah Ashura, 3 verses, 192, 193, and 194. First one, it is saying, verily, this is a revelation from the Lord of the world. So Quran is a revelation from God. Second verse is saying, with it came down the Spirit. Spirit, this is Gabriel. Gabriel, it is the spirit of faith and truth. This Spirit is doing what to Muhammad? It is showing in the next verse, to thy heart. So came down the spirit of faith and truth to thy heart and mind. So it is tackling again the heart. So the third way, sending a messenger, it is to deal with the heart. And heart in Arabic, it is translated as qalb, and qalb has the initial kaf. Kaf. This is a kaf letter. So we have three letters: Ain, Sin, Qaf. Ain is the initial of aql, and this is translated into mind, the first way for inspiration. Sin is the initial of listening, sama, and this is for the second way, it is to talk from behind the veil. And the third way, it is by sending a messenger, like sending Gabriel to Prophet Muhammad to deliver the revelation. And when the messenger reaches the prophet, he will be only tackling the heart as detected in Surah Al-Baqarah and Surah Al-Shu'ara. It is dealing with the heart, and heart, it is translated into qalb in the Arabic. It is qalb, and qalb, it has the initial qaf. So Ain Sin Qaf is actually the three ways that God reveal to the prophet or to inspire prophets, as mentioned in the third verse. Thus doth he send inspiration to thee. This is the way that God sends inspiration to you. God has just mentioned this clearly in the third verse and re-explained it again in verse 51, yet we are not able to detect it. But thanks to God, now it is clear. This video will be showing only these three letters, and in the next video I'll be tackling more letters, and I'll be showing you how God is clearly stating the meaning of each letter in the Quran. They are not meaningless. They are not meaningless. Each letter is an initial of a specific word, and it is used the same way all along the whole Quran. And we will be exploring this along the next videos. One more thing, I just would like to say that and then the next video will be just confirming the meaning of these letters. Will be just tackling these letters, and we'll be exploring more letters to clarify it for you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and just follow to check for the next coming one. Thank you and bye.